Welcome back to Game Point Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm M. Goodnight.
And this is Game Point.
No fingerprints. Yeah, we back up in the house. How you doing today, Robbie the Rocket?
Man, it's Tough Talk Tuesdays, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. You know, over the weekend, a lot of stuff coming on, a lot of breaking news. But how you feeling today, oh good night, man? You was putting them a good night on this weekend, man. You putting them to sleep this weekend, good night.
I'm feeling all good in the hood, you know what I'm saying, as they say. You know, I was looking at you, man, checking you out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I got to regain my trust for you, man, maybe on Friday.
Oh, my
God. Because they say never trust a man without a mustache.
Oh.
What happened to the mustache? What happened to the mustache,
Hey, man, I went to the wrong barber, man. You understand me? But you know, at the same time, hey, I'm back. I still look good, though.
I mean, I hear you, man.
I'm still, man. I still catch them.
You ain't catching nothing, man. What you talking? Man, what you thinking about, man? What you thinking about, man? What you thinking about, man?
I see some breaking stuff going on, man. Track, we got some stuff going on with the track girl.
First of all, let me give a shout out to all the people who did Juneteenth, especially to my boy Norman Harris. Shout out to all the fathers on Father's Day this weekend.
Happy Father's Day.
Hope y'all enjoyed yourself and y'all got something good for Father's Day. And let's keep it moving. That's what I got to say. I mean, what else you got to say before we get into the show?
And Juneteenth is a national holiday now.
Oh, it is a national holiday.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out, man. That was a blessing, man.
Shout out to Joe Biden. I will be taking that day off. Hopefully I can get it on a Friday, and I'll take it off.
Every year, you know. So, you know, we're going to make sure it's right. But I was going to say, man, tell me about this girl, man. This girl they keep talking about. I seen a couple of highlights. This track, you're going to the Olympics. What's her name? Shakira Richardson?
You talking about Shakira?
Richardson.
Yeah,
man.
And she did it all with a heavy heart. Her mom died just before the Olympic trials.
Okay.
With a heavy heart, man. She's 21 years old, and she ran the 100. She won the 100 in a 10.86.
Wow. 10.8. A female running a 10.8.
But that's not even her fastest time. She's ran a faster time. I believe it was last year when she was at LSU. She ran a 10.75.
Wow.
I mean, so.
Wow. She can beat me in 100 right now. I mean, she can beat me in 100 right now. Hey,
probably her whole life. I mean, Robbie the Rocket, we hear all the stories, but come on, man. Now you had an Olympic. Now you had an Olympic track time in 100. Now you running like a 9. No. Oh, you know what? You might because you're another guy.
No.
You know, it might be the no mustache. You know, the Carl Lewis type thing, to where maybe that's the aerodynamics that get you all together and you be able to run these world record times.
I'm 21 years old, man. You know, I can't be young. I can't have a gray showing. You know, I can't.
Man, we gonna go ahead and let this race play. So let's watch these 10.86 seconds of Miss Richardson do her thing. She wasn't playing with the rest of them ladies.
She was fired up.
Hey, she was intense.
Sure.
She was intense out there.
She was so fired up.
She was intense.
That girl was fired up.
She was intense, man.
I can feel that.
I mean, all with a heavy heart. Her mom just passed away. Man, it must be her time to shine and do her things. So shouts out to, I believe it's Shakira Richardson. Shakari Richardson.
Shakari Richardson.
Shakari Richardson.
Well, them names these days, boy. Hey, we can't. Hey, we sorry for butchering your name. Hey, sometimes you can't pronounce it the way you want it. We still might not be pronouncing it right. You know.
You right. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up out of Dallas. Went to Carter High School.
Oh, Dallas Carter.
Yeah, went to LSU.
Okay.
She been doing it, man. 2019, she won the Bowerman Award, the highest individual honor for collegiate track and field. Hey, she's doing her thing. So let's give a big round of applause to Miss Richardson. And as we keep it on the NCAA, man, what do you think about this new ruling that the Supreme Court has came down with? Have you heard? You know anything about it?
Yes, I kind of gotten a little bit into it the other day. They're on the side of it, but they still haven't gave it an okay to pay these players.
Oh, the Supreme Court passed it.
They didn't actually pass it yet.
No, they passed
it. They said they're on the side for it. Yes. They said that, yes.
No.
But they didn't actually say that it's stepped in stone that college athletes will get paid. That's not stepped in stone yet. We'll see.
It's in
okay.
stone.
Okay, so it's stepped in stone. What is the procedures and how they gonna pay those kids?
Well, they don't see now the rules and the procedures are how they're gonna implement this thing is not set in stone. But the ruling is set in stone that now collegiate athletes are able to be paid.
Yeah,
but they're only to be paid for educational things to do with their education. But it's an unlimited pay. So you can say, I need $1,000. No.
Okay.
I need 100,000.
Okay.
For tutors to get good grades. They can pay a kid whatever they want for whatever reasons.
So basically, I'm the quarterback. I was Trevor Lawrence. I could ask for $2.5 million.
No, you don't ask.
So how would that out?
They give.
So basically, alumni could give money with their basic.
Alumni, the schools, whatever. So they're freed up to give.
They're freed up to take money from wherever they want to go, from scouts, from agents, from anybody.
I don't know about all of that, but you can get money from endorsements, from sponsors, from those type of things. So I mean,
So Nike gonna make a killing off. Nike getting ready to make a killing off these athletes, and not giving them the money that they need to be giving them. So just think if Zion could have took money when he was in Duke. You know how much revenue Nike would have made for the Zion Duke shoe that was that particular year? So I don't know how that's going. It's got to be a line somewhere. I'm a freshman coming in, so I can just ask for all this type of money.
You're not asking.
Well, okay, I know that. But so the alumni is, well, basically, he's a nice little freshman. Let me get him $200,000. I don't think it's going to work that way.
No, $200,000 for his living arrangements, his living expenses.
And his living expenses already paid with a full ride scholarship.
But this is how you have to do it for an educational expense.
Okay.
So that's the way you have to do it.
Like I went to school. When I was in college, it was hard to eat because you don't want to eat the cafeteria food, even though it's free. It was hard to go places. It's hard to get clothing. It's hard to shop. You know, if your parents ain't taking care of you. But when you go into college, your parents are gonna make sure. But I'm just saying, a person that didn't have the situations, it's hard. So so basically, I can say for my car's $100. They'll buy you a car then. Basically, I need a car to get around to campus. I need a car to get around to practice. I need a car. So that's part of their expenses. Do you remember back in the days?
They can make. That's what they're gonna make. They're gonna make concessions to stay that. So they're gonna do things like that to give these kids this money. So now NCAA used to be considered amateur athletics. So now, what do you think? Are they gonna have to change the name from being amateur to being pro because you're being paid? And is it gonna make the bigger schools like the Ohio States, the Texases, the ones who are able to give these kids more money, are they going to be able to recruit better and keep all the good kids because they're able to pay more kids money? How are they going to make this fair?
Then no. Listen to this though. It can open up the doors for other colleges too, if the funding, like you say, how they're going to pay if the funding is there. Like right now, Deion is opening up doors for top five star athletes going to these black colleges now. So now, if the money and the funding is in these black colleges, they gonna start going to those colleges too. Deion is a like I say, an ambassador for the new black football community.
Well, we're going to see what Deion can do.
I mean,
but my question to you, do you think this is taking the amateurism out of the NCAA?
Yes, it is.
And I'm going to read it since you didn't want to believe me. I'll read it real quick. The U.S. Supreme Court on Monday unanimously ruled in favor of college athletics seeking unlimited benefits tied to education in a landmark case that enhances players' ability to earn compensation while simultaneously diminishing the NCAA's power. So, hey, shouts out to these kids getting their money, these people getting their money. Man, the NCAA and these schools have been damn near just taking, they've just been getting rich and flourishing off of these kids' likenesses, these kids playing these games. So shouts out to the people getting their money, man.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like an insult to the ones that got ridiculed for like Reggie Bush. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna give him back to Heisman?
No.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No.
What's done is done, Robbie. What's done is done, Robbie the Rocket. Reggie Bush lost his Heisman. It's a new day. It's a new time. Yeah, it's a new time, right?
Yeah.
You could wear no mustache. It's a new time, right? So we on that, Robbie the Rocket. It's a new day. You know what I'm saying? You feel like it's good? You feel like it's good?
Hey.
It's okay, man. It is okay. It's a new day. It's a new time. I am riding with you, man. I'm riding with you, man. We gonna move on. We gonna move on, Robbie the Rocket, man. We gonna move on.
Oh, Lord
man.
Jesus.
We gonna move on.
Man, your cousin, man. He stuck up the playoffs,
We
man.
gonna move on like that hair on your lip. But
hey, we gonna move on like your cousin Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. Let's talk about Ben Simmons, man.
Man.
Let's talk about Ben Simmons.
The boy. What you think they gonna do with him?
Man, Shaq said he'd kick his ass if he was in his locker room.
I mean, did it show lack of workout ability?
This is the second best player on your team who can't in the fourth. I already told y'all about this earlier. In the fourth quarter, scared to shoot shot. He didn't shoot a shot in the fourth quarter for the last 3 games. Mm-hmm. I mean, his free throw percentage is horrendous. He missed more than a couple teams during the whole playoffs. Mm-hmm. I mean, did you see that when he had the dunk? He had Trae Young under the rim.
And he was scared to shoot.
And he passed it.
I think his mind was gone that series. His heart, he didn't have no.
No, you're scared.
His mind was gone.
He's scared. His mind was there because he knew to pass it.
No, he should have. No, normally he would dunk that on somebody. So why don't you think that his confidence? That's what the word I was trying to use. Confidence.
His confidence shot
was gone.
It's shot.
You know, so when your confidence is gone, you at the free throw line, you thinking too much. You're sitting there, you thinking too much. Now your shot is off because you're thinking too much. And I just think he just thought a little too much and didn't breathe and let the game took. And then another thing, it was lack of practice, lack of preparation on the off season. You could tell that he just went through the motions on the off season. You gotta practice.
He's had 3 or 4 off seasons.
And they partying,
yes,
these kids.
So you gotta be shooting 1,000 jumpers every day.
But he's not. He's probably kicking.
You gotta be shooting free throws. He's doing. Yeah, he has the Kardashian curse, the Jenner curse. He's messing with one of them, and you see what happens when you mess with one of them. Your life can go into shambles. It can go into shambles. It could be a downward spiral. You know, only person that has survived it is Kanye West, but he's lost his mind.
Ray J survived it too, though. Ray J survived it too, man. So shout out to Ray J, my nigga. With all Ray J, got all the women. Yeah, he do.
I'm not a Ray J fan.
I mean, that's my partner, my little partner.
I like Ray J, but man, all that when that shit went down with him and Fabulous, yeah, Ray J, you lost a little bit of respect from me, man.
Yeah.
But Ben Simmons, man, what do you do with Ben Simmons? Do you trade him? Do you make sure he's in the gym shooting 1,000 shots? I mean, what can you get for Ben Simmons? Everybody sees that he's not going to be there in the clutch.
I don't see him even getting better.
Where's a good place for Ben Simmons to go? The Warriors?
No, I say the Celtics.
Why the Celtics?
He just fit in. He looked like a Tatum and a Brown and all of them over there. He just looked like he fit over there. They got rid of Kemba. I can see him in the Celtics uniform next year. When it like a little flip-flopper, they might get like a
Who wants this guy?
The Celtics. They'll take him. The Trailblazers, they'll take him. The Miami Heats, they'll take him.
Let me ask you a question. Who showed up worse in the playoffs? Was it Ben Simmons or was it Michael Porter Jr.?
I would have to go with Ben Simmons because the hype on Ben Simmons was what we expect more out of Ben Simmons than we do out of Michael Porter.
All-star in the league.
Michael Porter Jr. You can't compare that. That's not giving Michael Porter Jr. And y'all gonna keep throwing him under the bus. Stop throwing him under the bus. He's a young guy. Give him a little time. But Ben Simmons, you stunk up these finals, man. You're the reason why your team did not go on to the next level.
All right, man. We gonna see what Shaq said about Ben Simmons. If he was in his locker room, we gonna check that out here in just a minute. And Robbie the Rocket, you can't compare that.
Can't compare that.
Why not?
Can't compare that one.
Why?
Cause like,
here, it's on.
I like what he said, but if you like, you can't. It don't take 7 games for you to know you are not playing right. Get right. Get right. He can't. You're not getting double teamed. Get right. Be aggressive. That's all I want. Just be aggressive. I don't want to hear all that. Stop that. Cut it out.
The Atlanta Hawks knocking off the Philadelphia 76ers.
He was in my locker room. I'd have knocked his ass out. In 96.
Was the comment Shaq said, or was it the hard hat that he had on? Which one was better?
He's hard-headed.
But the real shit, he said, hey, man, if he was in my locker room, I'll kick his ass.
Yeah. Lack of practice. I just think so. You know.
What would you do if he was in your locker room?
I'd have been on his helmet. But at the same,
I would have told Doc, don't play him.
I mean, it's more in that locker room that me and you don't know, we don't see. So I can't go on that. I don't know. I don't play with the guys.
Man,
so.
we gonna sit here. We gonna replay it again. We gonna play it again so everybody can hear exactly what old Shaq Diesel was saying. Do you respect Shaq Diesel?
Don't take you 7 games to realize that. I don't want to hear that, man. I'm not going with that.
So what should he have said tonight?
I like what he said, but if you like, you can't. It don't take 7 games for you to know you are not playing right. Get right.
He can't.
You're not getting double teamed. Get right. Be aggressive. That's all I want. Just be aggressive. I don't want to hear all that. Stop that. Cut it out.
The Atlanta Hawks knocking off the Philadelphia 76ers.
He was in my locker room. I'd have knocked his ass.
Shaq kept it real. Shaq kept it 100. You got to do something, man. Something's wrong with this dude. He has a mental issue when it comes to the fourth quarter and shooting the ball. Like something has to change. It's a lot of work you got to do, Robbie the Rocket. It's a lot of work that he has to do to come back.
The prima donnas coming up out of college thinking they're the stars and they can't maintain, they can't last.
Yeah, they put all this in next LeBron, and you can't hold LeBron's jockstrap, young man. So I mean, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to a few of these coaching vacancies that's out here. How many jobs did you say were open?
8 or 9 jobs right now.
In the NBA?
The Celtics, Memphis, but the Blazer one.
Is that the most intriguing?
That's the most intriguing, man, because we got a local guy. You know, get a first-time coaching job, black coach at that, because, you know, minority coaches. We don't have too many black coaches in the league. Would be a good look and a good fit. The Trailblazers, your own local guy, Chauncey Billups, he got a second interview.
He got a second interview.
Between him and it would be the first woman head coach in the NBA. So what did that tell you?
Well, speak her name. You gotta
Becky Hammond. So let me say this. Becky Hammond and Chauncey Billups are the two leading candidates for the Blazers job. Tell me a little bit about this. You got a first woman head coach in the NBA or a black coach, first head coaching job in the NBA.
Or his first.
His first coaching job in the NBA. Where do you think they go? And why?
I mean, who do I think goes?
Yeah, it's going to be a big opportunity for both of them. But what direction do you think the Blazers go?
I think they're gonna go with I think they're gonna give Chauncey a shot. It's gonna be whoever Dame wants.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Chauncey Billups, a point guard. Dame Dollar, point guard. It's too intriguing for them to be together. It makes a lot of sense. Versus Becky Hammond and Dame Dollar, he might get traded. He might want to go somewhere else. And I'm not being biased for women or not. Don't take that the wrong way because you what y'all up at the throat. But at the same time, it just fits. He fits the Trailblazers. Remember, we was trying to find out a fit for Chauncey, and he really does fit the Trailblazers. He's a point guard that I think Dame can learn a lot from Chauncey.
He could definitely learn a lot. He could teach a lot. I mean, Chauncey and and Tyronn Lue, and they got the Clippers over their hump.
Yeah.
They turned pandemic P back into playoff P. Mm-hmm. He's out there balling right now. I think it'd be a great job and a great fit for Chauncey. And I think Becky Hammond would do a great job also. And she's been over there with San Antonio for a while.
Oh, yes.
So I think she'd do a great job also.
But I think
she's a point guard.
She's a point guard. I mean, she's
been coaching longer under the great Greg Popovich.
Okay. Now, have you ever known a woman head coach to coach a men's team and they buy into her system?
It'd be the first.
And now, would you think these men would buy into her system? By this, and I'm not being. You got to look at the ups and the downs of. You got a woman head coach. It could be we go 0-13 in the first 13 games. Do you think they buy in?
If anybody goes 0-13, they're not buying in. Woman, man, or whatever.
But a man would have a better situation.
I don't think a man would have a better situation.
Especially if you're rebuilding.
Once you lose the team, you lose the team, and they're not rebuilding.
Yeah, the Blazers not rebuilding. So I think the best fit for them would be Chauncey. Mike D'Antoni is still sleeping behind there too. They still got him in the hunt. But I just think Chauncey.
I think Chauncey's a good fit, but man, don't sleep on Becky Hammond, man, and don't hate. She might be great.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She's coached. She's took over for Pop in some of these games, and she's done her thing. So please don't hate on Becky Hammond.
Man, speaking of that, man. Speaking of these playoffs and this basketball, man. We had the Clippers and the Suns playing tonight, man. That first game? Do you see the Suns getting past the Clippers after that Game 1 win?
It's gonna be a tough series. I think the Clippers need Kawhi back more than the Suns need Chris Paul back.
Okay.
But I'm just looking I'm listening around, and they're talking about that. Devin Booker may be the next Kobe Bryant.
And I just was asking that question.
Is he the best player in this series or whatnot?
Okay, so I feel that I was going to ask you this question. Who's the most important person in this Suns and Clipper series? The most important player. Let me rephrase it. You got to go with Devin Booker. In order for the Suns to win this series, you got to go with Devin Booker. He's the most important person. You see he prevailed with Chris Paul out. Went for 40.
He did his thing. He got loose.
And I think last year in the bubble, it gave him confidence that he can play in his league, and he has that mentality now that no point guard can really hold me. So I really think that the Suns is very young. They're a young team. They're young and fun. And I'm going with the Suns.
I mean, you're going with the Suns. I mean, let's stay on this Devin Booker. His idol is Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
He has the tattoo, "Be great," that's which Kobe Bryant told him to be. He's looked like he's the guy that's taking it to heart.
Do you think he got Kobe on his back, like, something to inspire him to be playing like this at an all-time high? I mean, he's on an all-time level right now. He's like the top point guard in the league right now to me.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a point guard, but, he's not the point guard.
But he's a shooting / point guard.
Wayne Johnson says for sure Devin Booker, I mean, is the best in this series. I mean, the guy is unbelievable right now. He's not letting these big games of the playoffs get to him. Mm-hmm. He's just like, this is me, this is my time to shine. Chris Paul's not playing. Now you're going to have to deal with me just dropping 40 on you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be controlling the ball today. I'm going to drop 40. Devin Booker's the truth.
Yeah.
And you said that, young, and you're going with the Clippers, right?
I
mean, but they got some other players over there.
They got Bridges over there. They got that boy on the all-time high, Crowder. Crowder is going to have to be a big key also.
Wayne Johnson says nobody has an answer for Devin Booker.
Nobody.
But let's speak upon the other young man that they have. I mean, Devin Booker's the truth, but you also got Ayton out there who's doing his thing. He's playing like a true big man. He's starting to play like the #1 pick that he was. It's just Devin Booker versus Paul George right now, playoff P. I mean, Devin Booker and playoff P, man. What you think about playoff P's resurgence in these playoffs right now?
He's playing with caution. He's playing with like more on the level of he has no other choice without his right hand buddy on the level, his sidekick on him. He has to kick it into another gear. So he's playing with playing with urgency. Let me rephrase it. Like he has to play, and I feel that without Kawhi is bringing his game out better. He don't have to. He has to do a little bit more in order for them to win. So I figure Kawhi kind of takes a little bit of his game away from him, and that's why we say they always fold, because he has to be the man. Paul George, he cannot not be the second guy. He has to be the first guy. That's what his career was about. He was always the #1 guy. But with his sidekick over there, I just feel it takes a little bit away. But since he ain't been there, I see him going for another 40-point game tonight.
You think they can win it tonight?
I mean, you catching a hot Phoenix team, very, very hot.
8 in a row. Eight in a row. 8 in a row.
Fired up. But you got to think, the Clippers in every series been down 0-2, and they come back and win it in 7. So I think they've been playoff tested, battle tested. Suns by 1 tonight.
Suns by 1, close game, huh?
Suns, they pull it off at the end.
And you also got Devin Booker in the best in this series, right?
Devin Booker will be my MVP of this series, of the Western Conference Finals.
That's good, man. So, I mean, we got a couple people commenting. Mikael Knight Jr. says neither of these teams are going to beat the Bucks in the 7-game series. And Wayne Johnson, he agrees. Giannis is a problem. So who's the best player in this series?
In this series in Hawks and Bucks, Trey, MF, Young, the villain.
Who y'all got as the best in this series of people in the comments?
I'm going with Trey Young, and I'm going to tell you why. We talked about it when they first started, round 1, the villain. They went into the Knicks, busted him in the mouth, Trey Young on fire. Coming to the next round, they didn't have a chance. All the odds against them. Bust on Embiid in the mouth. Bust on Embiid in the mouth. Now, they going into another animal. He taking them foreigners down. It's not foreign. What you call it? Foreigner players. Foreign players. Foreign players. Down. Embiid brought him down. Now you're going to go against another animal, a beast in Giannis. But them, like I said, them Hawks is young. They're like the Suns, and them boys can play. And they got a center that can battle down low. With Capella. Capella been battle tested for years against my Warriors when he's over there in Houston. And I gotta say, man, Trae Young will be the most important player in this series.
Trae Young, the people on the line say Giannis. I'm gonna go with Drew Holiday.
Is the key factor to winning the Milwaukee to winning this series?
For the Bucks.
That was a good pickup that they picked up.
And the reason why I say it, because with the addition of these players that they have, we already seen that Giannis can't carry a team in the playoffs by himself. Him and Chris Middleton. They can't do it by themselves. And you need that guy to steady the ship. And Drew Holiday has came and he steadied this ship a little bit, man, and gave a little on-court leadership. And he's doing it, and he's doing his thing out there. So I'm gonna go with Drew Holiday, even though Giannis is the obvious pick. Or you can go with Chris Middleton. They're two all-stars. One of them is a two-time MVP. But I'm gonna go with Drew Holiday as the unsung hero in this series. He's the guy that's gonna put the D on Trae Young. He's gonna be able to do it on both sides. He's gonna affect the games on both sides.
Yeah, nobody on the Hawks can stop Giannis. He gonna get his. But I think nobody on the Milwaukee can stop none of them youngsters over there either. They got Capella and them, your boy Trae Young and them. Oh my God.
You can't name nobody else.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I thought so.
No. I can name. I know the players like by their face, but I can't think of the name.
Yeah, but they're nobody.
Man, they got them youngsters over there playing. I'm telling you. They got them youngsters playing. I'm telling you, man. But like I said,
Mikal Knight Jr. says the Bucks are too long. Giannis is easily the best player in the series. He also says he only hit 4 shots and 2 just happened to be at the end of the game. What are we talking about? And Kenneth Burton says he's going with the Hawks, kinfolk.
For sure, no. Kenneth Burton, my family, Bay Area product. One of the top Bay Area, coming out the Bay Area, Kenneth Burton. I hear you, Kenneth.
I'm gonna go with the Hawks too. Shit.
You gotta go, man.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
You gotta ride the youngsters,
I'm gonna go with the Bucks, man.
I'm
gonna go. It's Giannis' time. This year, this is the first year in the NBA that it's been wide open like this. And if Giannis is ever gonna get one,
it's his time
now.
He's
gonna get it this year.
If Chris Paul's gonna ever get one, it's gonna be his time now. And Chris Paul deserves it more than Giannis do. Yes or no? With the adversity he been through, couldn't go to the Lakers to win one. Couldn't go.
Well, he couldn't go to. They didn't allow him to go to the Lakers.
And they would have won one. They'd have been a
dynasty.
There it is. There.
It is Chris Paul's time. But you got to stay away from the people with the COVID, Chris Paul. You can't be in COVID protocol. Why couldn't that happen when you was playing the Nuggets? Why couldn't it happen when you playing the Nuggets, Chris? We'd have came back, been the first team to come back from a 3-0 deficit.
Yeah.
Hawks and Sun, Kenneth Burton got, and Mikal Knight was talking about Drew Holiday when he said he only hit 4 shots and 2 just happened to be at the end of the game.
Yeah, Ken, I like the Hawks and Suns too. That'll be a nice, exciting.
I wouldn't even want to watch that series.
That'll be exciting. 2 youngsters going at it. Booker versus Trae Young. Come on. You don't want that? Booker versus Trae Young in a 7-game series, all the way to 7.
Battle of the life.
Battle of them young like pretty boy. You know what I mean?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know why you want to see the Suns? Should I tell you?
Chris Paul got
another brother with no mustache is on that team. Devin Booker is why you may want to see the Suns go, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my God!
There's another brother with no mustaches on the team, man. So I know why you want to go with the Suns, man. It's good, man. You got a hidden agenda, man.
Oh my God. Oh, well, we going into the second half, man.
And they just put up a thing. What do you call a man without a mustache? Do you know that, Robbie?
I got a mustache.
A little boy.
I got a mustache.
And we're going to go to the second half, Tough Talk Tuesday. We're going to talk about the NFL and the big news that just jumped off there. I'm in Goodnight.
And I'm Robbie the Rockets.
This is Game Point.
And
no fingerprints.
Yay.
Second half of the Game Point Sports, where the shit gets real on Tough Talk Tuesday. You got him Goodnight
and Robbie the Rockets.
Game Point Sports,
no fingerprints.
We back. We're gonna talk about the big news in the NFL. We're gonna talk about the first openly gay player, openly player to come out as gay.
Gay.
Carl Nassib of the Raiders. The Raiders of all teams. What do you think about that?
First of all, for everybody, please comment. We don't want to be the only ones talking about this. Let us know y'all comments on this situation too, because everybody got their own personal opinion. And we don't want to offend nobody. We don't want to offend nobody here on Game Point. But now let's get back onto this subject, man, to the Tough Talk Tuesday, this nitty gritty, man. But at the same time, me personally, I don't discriminate what the guy said. Because it's probably been going on for many, many years, but it's been athletes out there that was just scared to openly say it. But in-house, everybody know who's Fruity Trudy and Rudy Rudy. Best believe. Just going
offensive, huh?
Yeah, like I don't mean it in like no. Okay, you keep stuff in-house. You don't go out and say Odell Beckham is gay. But Odell Beckham would be the most gayest person in the world. But you don't go, they know that the tabloids.
Hold on. So you're telling me Odell Beckham is gay?
I mean, am I openly?
I'm just asking you.
Okay.
Because you just put it out there.
I'm not saying.
I mean, how do you know?
I didn't say he was. I don't know.
I mean, you
but I'm just saying, this guy just openly came out and said, best believe it's gonna be some people that you least expect gonna come out, because he did it. He just opened up the doors for everybody that they was keeping it in-house to say it now. Don't you think? I'm just going on my personal opinion. I don't know. I'm not going on just what I read or what I'm writing down. I'm just going on my personal opinion.
And definitely to go on. You're definitely supposed to go on your personal opinion.
But what I feel.
So what I will say is that yeah, there may be some more players that are gonna come out soon as openly gay.
Some
Maybe,
big,
maybe
major
not.
league,
Maybe
major
not.
players.
The first player in the NBA who came out was Jason Collins. I think he had a twin too. He's the first person who came out gay in the NBA. Then you had Michael Sam, who was in the NFL, who he never made it.
Because he came out and said he was gay.
Now you have Nasib, or what? Nasib Carl. Came out in a tweet. Said something about Pride Month, and he's openly gay. How many do you think there's one gay guy on every NFL team?
Yes.
They say
It may be more than one.
they say everyone has a drug addict in the family. There's a gay guy in every team. Is that what you're saying?
But I'll say this: it's somebody that's may not say that, may not think they gay, but they're gay. Just so they may, because when you, it's just, I can't say every team, but I'm gonna say majority of them guys be around each other a lot.
So you're saying a lot of gayness is going on?
I mean, I'm gonna just say this. On one time playing ball, my first day in college.
One time.
No, I'm saying, no, I'm just saying.
One time in band camp.
No, I'm saying.
One time in band camp.
My first day in the locker room in a university. I didn't understand that coming from high school going into a university. But a university locker room, every man, they play without no underwear on. So they walking around, beam, 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 beam. And I'm sitting there like, hold on. Why ain't got no underwear on walking? Oh, I make you run lighter. So, you know, in the NFL, they just walking around like that. So, you know, I'm not saying, I'm like, a majority of them probably gay. For real. You know, and they just fronting. You know what I'm saying? You don't never really see a lot of NFL. Look how they dress.
I like to let you talk. Go ahead, Robbie. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cam Newton, for one.
What's your email?
Cam Newton, for one.
Send out your email.
You know what I'm saying?
Cam Newton, he dresses.
Yeah, the dress kind of weird, right? You look at, I mean, God dang, they wearing tight pants with, they wearing women clothes.
Is that the new style?
I just think that that's a way of showing that they're on the other side. I ain't gonna say gay. I'm gonna say on the other side. You gotta think. You be looking at people like, how did he wear that? That's something a female would wear, and he's wearing it. And then I'm just thinking like that's a front. Is Cam Newton married? You see any? Did Cam Newton you seen with any women?
On a more serious note, because you can't just be putting people out here gay just because.
I'm not putting him gay. Cam Newton, I never said you was gay.
So
but I said you may dress gay.
On a more serious note, you say you think more people are gonna come out.
Yes.
Do you think this is a big step for that community?
Yes. And we're not discriminating. Come out and don't be afraid to come out. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you think this is like now he's eased and he's happy, or do you as a player in the locker room, a straight player in the locker room, when you're walking around with your thing swinging, are you going to think differently of him?
I would feel uncomfortable. Yes. But my thing wouldn't be swinging around in front of the grown man.
You said you did it in college.
No, I said I didn't do it. I say when I walked in the locker room, they was doing it. I didn't personally.
So you was walking around and
I put my boxers. I had my boxers on, with my girdle on.
You put your duntas on.
But I ain't nothing
and now you was.
I wear boxers, baby. We don't wear briefs. We wear boxers, baby.
Now you were no longer Robbie the Rocket because you're not aerodynamic.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just asking, man. But I think, man, it's a good thing for the community, for the pride community, the LGBTQ community. I mean, it's a good thing for them, I guess. I guess hopefully more guys will come out. I don't really think more people are gonna come out.
I do, and I think it's more gonna be in the NBA than football. Because it's just something about that NBA that y'all play a lot of games. Y'all play a lot of games together. And y'all always together. You know what I'm saying? And it's just for him to do that, man. Like I say all the time, I tip my hat off to you, man. It took a strong person, a strong man, to come out and say that to the whole world, to the whole United States.
Let me tell you
know what I'm
something.
saying? I don't know if you got that for publicity or not, but at the same time, people will look at you differently, but you are a strong man for doing that.
Let me tell you something, Cam Newton may
They
dress,
gonna look at him differently.
he may dress funny, but he got a pretty
He got a couple
he got a
honeys.
pretty fly chick out there.
He might dress funny, but he got a couple honeys. Okay. Yeah, to me. But that's all the front too.
Oh shit.
Ain't no future in your front.
I mean,
Ain't no future in the front.
Robbie, I don't know, man.
Ain't no future.
They
in
are
the front,
posting
man.
pictures of you on this thing.
Ain't no future.
Is that you?
No, that's not me.
It looks kind of like you.
No.
Another guy
No.
with no mustache.
No.
Come on, Robbie, man. Friday. You gonna have it back?
No.
Oh, you.
I'm gonna keep it like, I'm gonna stay young. I'm gonna cut it all off and stay young. Stay 21, 22 years old.
I've heard from some ladies that it is a pedophile-ish look.
Oh, there's no pedophiles. Look. You know
That
what I'm
is a
saying?
pedophile-ish look. A grown man that just shaves everything off.
Don't never ever put me on no blast like that.
I'm just telling you, don't go with that look.
No.
Don't go with that
Don't
look.
never ever do that on no national TV or nothing like
Don't
that.
do that
man.
look. That's
Don't never
pedophile-ish.
disrespect me like that again.
I'm not
I got
disrespecting
2
you.
daughters, I got 2 kids, and I sure ain't slacking on no pussy, and I sure ain't no goddamn pedophile, so don't never.
Oh, now you angry?
Yeah,
Now you angry?
Nigga using words.
Nigga,
I use words on the national. Use words on live
listen,
TV. Call me
sir,
a goddamn pedophile.
I didn't call you a
You said they
pedophile.
look
Get it
pedophiles.
right. Get it
You
right.
said look
I said that's a
pedophiles, man.
pedophile-ish
Don't
look.
never ever do that,
No,
felly.
no, I said
Don't
it's a
never do that, felly.
If you
We
say
ain't no pedophiles, man. We bosses, man. We kings, man.
Hey,
I'd rather you call me a king than a pedophile.
Listen,
Look at pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it's good though, felly.
Listen, I didn't
It's
call
good.
you.
It's good. It's
First
good
of
though,
all,
felly.
first of all,
It's good though,
listen,
felly.
I will apologize
It's
if you're
good though,
offended
felly.
because I
Nah,
said
you
a full.
said like pedophiles.
You're wrong.
Don't even put
you're
me
not
on.
good. Listen.
Don't ever put me in no
changing,
category of being no pedophiles.
I'm changing the subject.
I mean,
I'm changing the subject.
God,
But if you
dog,
want to get
boy.
angry and you want to talk loud, I didn't call you a pedophile. But we're going to go on here on Game Point because I never did that. I never called you a pedophile, not once. Don't take it personal. That's the thing
And
about
I'm look
it.
good with my mustache. My barber cut for me. Thank you, barber.
Oh, now
And next time, barber, you know to me, that my barber cuts is a pedophile. So I'm a pedophile. I look pedophiles.
All right, man. Listen here, man. Listen here, man. Listen here. Listen here.
Wow.
Angry Robbie.
Wow.
Angry
Boy,
Robbie.
wow.
Angry
I
Robbie.
never ever say no shit like that, but it's good though, felly. No fingerprints. You know, you can keep me hanging though.
No,
no
yeah, I'ma
fingerprints.
definitely keep you hanging.
Yeah, for sure. Cause that was a low blow.
That wasn't no low blow
Yeah,
because I
for
never called you
sure.
that. But we gonna keep it moving,
For
man.
sure,
Like
fellas.
I said, I apologize.
It's good, and I
If
accept
you
your
took
apology.
if you took it personally, let's
accept your
move
apology.
on, man.
I accept
Let's
your
move on
apology,
and
yo,
back to what we was on.
Yeah, let's
and
go.
back to what we was
Yeah,
on.
but like I say,
it's
man.
Tough Talk Tuesday, and Robbie took it a little bit tough on what I said. And if I took a low blow, you know what? I apologize. You know.
It's all gravy.
I apologize.
It's all gravy, you know what I'm saying?
I apologize.
You know, the barber, you know, he's trying me down, but it's all gravy, you know what I'm saying? Since I'm a pedophile, I look like one of them, okay. It's good. I still got a pretty smile, though.
I didn't say you look like a
I
pedophile.
still bump anything coming my face looking just like this, though. You figure deal me, though?
Oh.
Hoe up or blow up, you know what I
Hoe
mean?
up or blow up, huh?
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what it's on?
It's Tough Talk Tuesdays,
It's
for
tough.
sure.
Oh, now you tough?
Yeah, I stay tough.
Oh, now
I'm
you
tougher
tough?
than leather. I'm tougher than leather, just stormy just like the weather. So you
tough?
understand me?
Tougher than leather and
I'm
stormy like the weather?
I'm tougher than leather, just stormy just like the weather.
Okay.
With that
Now you
Beretta. Yeah, they big.
Hey,
Yay!
we gonna keep it. We gonna keep it moving, man.
Yes, sir.
Because
But now back on to your boy though, man. But yeah, like I say, man, a lot of motherfuckers, man, they gonna come out with that shit. I just got a feeling. Cause I mean, open up the doors for the people. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Some big names come out, you'd be like, I knew it, the way he dressed. I knew it, the way he dressed. That was just a front. You know what I mean?
these younger generation, man, they have a whole different lifestyle, a whole different way of dressing. So I can't put that somebody is a certain type of way because of the way he dresses.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. There may be some big names that come out. There may be smaller names. I don't think many big names are gonna come out.
I mean, this guy was on the Browns, and he was like, they were showing him on, that Showtime.
But how good is he?
He's great. line
I mean-
DN. He's a great DN for sure. He's nice.
He's made an All-Star. I mean, a
He's
Pro Bowl.
not a Pro Bowl. Well, he could be a potential Pro Bowler now on that Raiders.
I don't really truly think it'd be big news until a bigger name comes out, till the marquee star comes out. That's what I don't think. That's what I think. You have to be a marquee player is going to come out, and then you're going to have more people.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be somebody like your cousin. I'm like like you got some inside scoop.
What?
Hey, you ain't heard it from my mouth, but like I said, it's inside scoops out there that you just hear through the grapevine, and you be like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yep. And I ain't saying no name dropping, I ain't eavesdropping, but I know it's gonna be a name within the next couple of months. You can be like, I fucking knew it.
Bet we could bet money on that.
I mean,
We could bet money. Ain't nobody.
you already know what I'm talking
Nah,
about.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna suspect.
bet,
But
you
we
bet.
could. But we could bet money that nobody comes out in the next month. I'll give you a whole month
I'm not even saying the month.
because nobody is going. No.
I don't think they're the same now. They just gonna see what happens with him and how all things flow. And they can be like,
You see what happened with Michael Sam? They didn't even give him a shot in the league.
Oh, so you think
This dude is a borderline player. He might not make a roster
That's
this
what I'm
year.
saying. Do you think he make the roster this year
He
by him
might-
coming
he
out?
might not.
And that'll be a discriminated.
Yeah, I mean, they can call it what you want. They just say you ain't good enough.
Discriminated.
You can say you ain't good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
discrimination. I guess it can be in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
If you got a reason, if you made up a reason to discriminate, you made up a reason to discriminate. To say, hey man, he's not good enough. He don't make the team. We got a youngster that we just drafted that made the team.
Yeah. So I wonder who get the overall pick. We do have to update on who gets the first
we got
pick.
the draft lottery
On the
going?
draft lottery before we get up out there on this draft lottery. Who got the number one pick, I wonder. Hopefully it'd be my Warriors. We getting the top 3 pick. It's ugly. Get a top 3 pick in the draft. We're going to go get Giannis, and we're going to be good to go.
How you gonna get a top 3 pick?
Because we got the Timberwolves pick. So whatever the Timberwolves get, we get. And it's going to be a top 3 pick. Maybe number 1. We got a 5% chance of being number 1. 5% chance. So, hey, I don't know. I can't say. But all I'm going to say is, it ain't started yet. Thought it started.
Coming up the draft lottery, you see the seats, you see what's going on. I mean,
I got
my team's not in the lottery. We're that good. So.
No, y'all
But
y'all sitting there right next to us.
Who you got as the number 1? I don't see one. Who got the number 1?
I think it's gonna be.
Who you think the number 1 pick gonna be? No, who you think it's gonna be?
Your boy that you like.
The dude from Oklahoma State? There's a couple guys out there, man.
Him out of Oklahoma State, he gonna be the one that's gonna get there. He the best all around, could come in and play. But it is some guys out of Baylor. You know, Baylor had about 3 or 4 of them that can come out. Gonzaga had that boy, that freshman that's gonna come
He's
out.
coming out.
So they're gonna be a top. Hey, I see him over there in the Blazers. I see him over there with Damon Dollar.
A lot of these players ain't gonna make it past the. I mean, they not gonna make it that far, man. The NBA draft, man, you gotta be early. You gotta strike early. And if they somehow give y'all a top 3 pick again,
Yeah.
y'all still gonna suck.
Yeah. Now who? Us? No. We'll be better than you. Okay. We can do a note right now. My Warriors have a way better record than the Nuggets next year.
We got the Suns and Phoenix playing
right now.
I mean, and you got what is the score in there?
Phoenix. We got Phoenix 11, Clippers 8. 6 minutes 44 seconds.
We're gonna move into a live look right now.
I'm telling you, son.
I got the Clippers winning, man.
I got the Suns.
I got the Clippers winning.
The Suns is young.
Playoff P down on the ground.
The Suns.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Reggie Jackson.
Oh, hold on.
Double tech.
Yeah, that Crowder. That Crowder is a beast.
I can't stand Crowder. But look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Reggie Jackson is
he's the key.
Too. He's a truth. He's a truth.
Yeah, he a Colorado product.
He out of Colorado
Springs. That's his. I know his brother. You know what I'm saying? God dang it.
Look at Crowder, man. I can't stand Crowder.
He's going down there. He's scrappy. He's scrappy. Crowder's scrappy.
Listen, man, I was at the game, and I'm like, how you guys going to let Crowder do something to y'all, man? He sits on the bench with a back brace on the whole time. Then he takes his back brace off, and then he comes out like some tough guy. Playoff P said, get off me.
I don't know. Playoff P scary. Soft.
You know, Morris
ain't no sucker.
Want the business stuff.
Yeah, that Playoff P a little softy.
Morris,
he's a scary cat. But that Morris, a beast. He is a beast.
Oh, man.
Kenneth Bird say, Nuggets always suck.
we going back. We going back.
Hey, on that note, when we was talking in the background, Kenneth Bird say, Nuggets always suck.
Kenneth Burton must be a Bay Area hater, you know.
Hey, he's a Bay Area hater. He say he's a Bay Area hater.
I thought y'all breeded players, but I see y'all breed some haters. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all breed.
Hey, that's that Denver. That's that Denver for you, man. You feel me, though? But it's all great.
All the way from the top of the San Francisco Bridge, they be hating all the way down. You know what I'm saying? To the Oakland Coliseum, moving around the Vallejo. That's the way they go. Hate everywhere they go.
Hey,
but shout out to my people in the Bay Area.
Yeah, for sure. For watching this, man. Good looking out, fellas, man. We appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Like for the comments, the interaction, and all those type of things.
Yes, sir. We need that. Bring us right.
Who you think gonna win the lottery, man? Before we get up out of here,
I'm thinking Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota.
Think Minnesota? Yeah.
Minnesota. Or Houston. I'm gonna go Houston, Minnesota.
Hold on. First pick, they got Detroit.
Detroit Pistons got the first pick.
Second pick, Houston.
I figured they was gonna be around there.
Third pick, Cleveland. Toronto's next. Orlando and Oklahoma are rounding it up. Golden State will get Minnesota's next pick. What pick is that? The 8th pick?
It's 6 probably.
But y'all getting Golden State. Y'all getting Golden State's pick. I mean Minnesota's pick.
So when Minnesota come in at what pick?
Number 7. That's a 7th pick. You might not get nobody at number 7.
We ain't getting nothing then. We trade though. We trade that 7 pick. That's trade.
Orlando, Chicago are the next. And what's the top 10 last? Oh, Orlando's getting Chicago's. And what? And the top 10, Sacramento and New Orleans. So y'all ain't getting nobody at number 7.
How you know that?
Because there's really nobody. Detroit and Houston got the first 2 picks.
There ain't really nothing coming out this year.
I hope they pick good, you know what I'm saying, trade good or do something, man.
Well, Houston gonna need a point guard.
Detroit has fell all the way off.
Detroit gonna need a point guard. So them 2 point guards is going there for sure.
They need everything. Them teams need everything. I mean, these teams went on some amazing.
Do they trade some of them picks? Do they trade like some players to get picks?
Nobody wants to go to Detroit. Nobody wants to go to Houston.
Detroit is a good market, but they just ain't got nobody want to go there, huh?
Nobody want to go there when you're losers, you know. And Kenneth Burton, top 5 players is coming out. You got Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State.
Yep.
Evan Mobley from USC, big center.
Mobley can come to the Warriors. We need him. No, we already got a center.
Jalen Green, shooting guard from
Gonzaga.
Oh, okay. He's a player.
They got European players.
Gonzaga shooting guard.
Yeah. Him.
Jonathan
Baylor.
Kuminga from Congo.
Oh.
Is the rounding out the top 5. Well, they might make a movie out of that guy. He might be sweet.
So we might get somebody probably like Baylor or somewhere.
Man, you guys gonna get a bag of chips Bag of Dorito chips.
We have a better
chili
record than y'all
7-Eleven.
next year, though.
I doubt it, man. We
With
are
a
still
healthy-
a top flight team. We do have an MVP.
Kid Burton say you are a hater.
We do have a. We do.
Kid Burton.
We do.
Hey, Kid K. Hey. It is what it is.
We do
man.
have an MVP here. But this is Game Point Sports. I'm M. Goodnight. That's Robbie the Rocket. And let me once again apologize if I offended Mr. Robbie the Rocket. He got kind of angry with me. And I didn't call him what he thought I called him. But it's all good.
No fingerprints,
We all
man.
good. It's no fingerprints, you know.
Yeah.
He's tough talking Tuesday. He
And
said
I'm
he's
glad.
tough like the stormy weather. And,
I'm tougher than leather, just stormy just like the weather.
But it's okay. Robbie the Rocket will have a mustache on Friday. And he can talk all that he wants to talk. But, you know, Game Point Sports, we out on Friday. As my man says, no fingerprints. And ye from the Bay Area, we out.
We got a